how to calm your mind without sitting to meditate. In fact, I want you to note one thing first of all, is that meditation is not the answer to stress. What does that mean? It means that, in fact, when you have a lot of noise going on, when you are really stressed out, when you are really worried or panicky and there's loads of things going on in your life, that is in fact the worst time to meditate. And this is why a lot of people, when it comes to meditation, they think they are meditating. But first of all, let's look at meditation. Meditation is nothingness. No thing. When you are thinking nothing. So think about it. When you are most stressed out and there's most noise there, do you think it's easiest to get into nothingness? Or do you think it's hardest? It's very hard at that time. Because you've got so much going on in your brain at that moment. How can you close your eyes and think, nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, I think I'm thinking about nothing. Oh man, I'm thinking about something. This is what happens to most people. And in fact, most people who think they are meditating, a great master of mine said out in Bali, he said to me a few years ago, Eric, most people who think they are meditating are just sitting there. Some people, in fact, and you may have had this experience before, you sit there and then you think, this is good. And then you think, good, great. Then maybe an hour later, you open your eyes, you're like, wow, that really did feel good. And then sometimes you question, but was I sleeping or was I just in deep meditation? Well, first of all, let me just break the news to you. You are most likely sleeping. And why is that? It's because meditation, when you are at that very, very high frequency, where you are tuned in and one with everything, at that time, it's bliss. You feel in total bliss. You shouldn't be like, I think I fell asleep. The reason behind that is that most people refer to this guided meditation and some form of visualization where it's like, pretend I'm a tree, branches come out from my head and then connect to the universe, to the stars, and then my feet go deep into the core of the universe, and then I channel at a high frequency, flush some white light through my body and get rid of all the horrible stuff, and then bring in the white light which will be pure and beautiful. This is all visualization, and what visualization does is it's kind of a form of hypnosis. And that's why a lot of the time we kind of get into that state and we feel like we've knocked ourselves out. It's because we're hypnotized, and then we wake up later, we feel a little bit better. But let me tell you something, the biggest problem with that is that you keep referring back to it. That's what happens. A lot of people, they get really, really stressed out. They think, okay, close my eyes, visualization. And afterwards they feel, oh, I think it's better now. And then afterwards what happens is they go back into their everyday lives. Or the noise starts again. Because what you're doing is actually you're suppressing all of this noise. What you suppress always springs back twice as hard, 10 times as hard, right? So the problems are always there. So in fact, what you should do instead of meditation to calm your mind, you should do a few things, which is not to work on the light bulb. This is what my master said, right? If you imagine your brain like a light bulb right now, okay? You've got electric current going on right now, okay? That light is switched on, that's all the noise. And what you are trying to do is you're trying to control that mind by saying, don't think about anything. But what you control always comes back. Don't try to control. Don't put your hand in the electric current, otherwise you get electrocuted, right? So what you want to do instead is you want to work on the dimmer switches. So what are the dimmer switches? So you switch the switches down, switch the switches down, and that calms your mind. And then that prepares you for meditation. It prepares you for meditation. But what can we do to calm our mind? Number one, breathing. Take a deep breath in and out. Next time you feel noise, take a deep breath in and out. But you need to focus on abdominal breathing. Most people, when it comes to breathing, they go, that is chest breathing. You want to breathe from the abdomen. Why? It's because if you look at babies, how do they breathe? You see their tummies expand and come in, expand and come in, right? I always say nature is our greatest indication to how we were supposed to be until we got all clouded by all this upbringing and society and everything, got it all wrong, right? So instead of breathing by going, that's chest, using maybe only 20% of your lungs. Instead of doing that, what you want to do is you want to expand this tummy. So when you breathe in, tummy goes out. And when you breathe out, tummy goes in. The opposite way around to how most people are breathing. If you practice that just 5 minutes or even 10 minutes a day and just breathe, right? What will happen is your mind will start calming down. You'll see the noise starting to disappear. The second thing, left, right nostril breathing. Now some of you will be like, what on earth does that mean? Most of you who are watching this video right now, you're breathing through one side only, and you don't even know about it, right? 86% of people breathe through either the left or the right at one time only. And what happens every 3 to 4 hours? It switches to the other side. Now you're thinking, what's this got to do with anything? So there is a practice that you can do to, again, calm the mind, is to understand left and right nostril. Okay, there's a breathing exercise you can do, because it is believed, now this may be totally crazy to you, but it is believed that the left side is linked to the moon and the right side is linked to the sun. Meaning the left side, when you're breathing through the left side, it holds the characteristics of the moon, which is calm and peaceful. And when you're breathing through your right side, it is active. Now you're thinking, no, Eric, that can't make sense at all. Next time you get really frustrated or you're really in an active mood, okay, check which side you're breathing through. I can almost be certain it's gonna be your right. Next time, you're totally peaced out, right? Hold one side, breathe in and breathe out. Hold the other side, breathe in and breathe out, and figure out which side you're breathing through. When you're most calm, it's most likely you're breathing through the left. Now, what does this mean to us? It means that if you understand how to control these two sides, and if you're interested in knowing how to control these two sides, just comment below and I'll make another video on this because it's quite a long process. But what you want to do is you want to be able to control which side, because there is a time for everything. Sometimes there's a time for calmness. There's a time for activeness. So for example, before bed, you want to be in calm side, right? If you want to calm your mind, you want to be breathing through your left side, okay? And one more thing I want to give you is the physical. So once you practice the breathing, right? Once you practice the left, right nostril breathing, and then you can do things like yoga, for example, or Tai Chi, right? Focus on movement, focus on breath, focus on being. That will really calm the mind. One last thing I want to share with you, and by the way, if you're interested in this topic, feel free just to comment below, give me some notes on this and give me some comments or any questions on this. I can make further videos to explain in depth, because I don't want to go in too much about vibrations and frequencies and freak you all out right now. And I just want to test this to see if you guys are into this stuff. If you are, then I'll do other videos to talk about this topic. But the other thing is, understand that eyes is a big contribution to noise in your mind. Why? Because eyes are most sensitive to noise. Most energy comes in through your eyes. Most energy goes out through your eyes. When you start understanding this like Bruce Lee understood it, you can be aware of everything, and the noise that comes in, you can start blocking it out. Now, some of you will think, what does this even mean? Very simply, if I was to tell you right now, hey, somebody died, and then that was the end of my sentence, you heard it, right? Your mind will not have a lot of noise right now. But if I showed you a clip and you watch somebody killing somebody, that will consume your mind, not only for tomorrow, it'll consume your mind for the next week. It's because most energy, most things and noise is consumed through our eyes. So if we understand how to protect that eye from from capturing all the noise, that will change everything for us and allow us again to calm the mind. And one practice you can actually do is just by drawing a dot on the wall and just stare at that dot. Don't move, just stare at that dot. When your eyes want to close, keep it open. This is what Bruce Lee used to practice too. And a number of things may happen. Number one, the dot may disappear. Number two, the dot may stay and everything else disappears. Number three, everything may disappear. But what's really fascinating, if you dare practice this, if you are crazy enough to practice this, is that your awareness shifts, your mind calms to another level. Guys, anyway, there was 3 things that you could do there just to calm your mind, and that will lead you up to meditation. Again, any questions, feel free to comment below. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and remember, please, to subscribe to the channel for more spirituality, for more wealth, for more business inspiration and motivation. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure to turn the alert button on getting alerts, otherwise you will not see the notification. So make sure to hit that alert button and make sure it is on priority as well. So guys, look forward to seeing you every Thursday and every Saturday for more inspiration. Remember to subscribe. Bye for now.